guys, FishTankTV.com Jen's Tanks. It's Tuesday evening. I just took in my Danios that I've had for over a year. Kinda got, sick of Danios in this 10. So I'm drip accumulating some sunset some sunset platies, and 4 Mickey Mouse platies. And this one tried eating some poop. And I want to do a segment while I'm doing this now on drip accumulation for your fish. It takes a while, but it saves your fish in the long run, instead of just popping them in there or letting them sit in the bag. Letting them sit in the bag until the water temperature comes to the thing is not really the best way to put your fish in, because your fish can go into shock. Because your store's pH and your pH can be completely different. My pH, since it's well water, is 8.4. The city's pH at the pet store, city's water pH at the pet store, is a 7.5. So it's 10-degree difference. A 10.1 degree difference. And that can mean a lot between life and death for these guys if you just toss them in there without accumulating right. This method I really like because you start a section with your tubing, put the tubing in, you start a section, siphon with it, and then you put a few knots in it, and your lining, you tape it to the bucket, and it drip accumulates. It gives off a few drops every few seconds. It may take longer, yes, but your fish will thank you once it's all your tank water. First, when you put them in, you're going to want to leave the store water in there while you're drip accumulating to your tank, because in that way it's going to be 50-50 eventually, and you don't want to go into complete shock. Even if they're hardy fish, you could kill them, and you don't want to waste your money killing them and saying your fish died when you got them from the store because you didn't accumulate them right. They're going to ask you, some of them, they're going to ask you, well, how did you put them in the tank? Did you accumulate them, or did you put them in? If you just put them in, you're going to shock your fish and kill them. This is a much safer and easier way. Yes, it takes a while, but there's no shortcuts in accumulating your fish. And as you can see, I just put them in about an hour ago. I just made sure all my water is in there now. And my mollies are actually starting to cool along this side of the thing. The 3 of them there. That's some duckweed there. And also, when drip accumulating your fish, when you first get your fish, you don't want to leave the lights on. You want to put a towel over the bucket so they don't jump out, and put the light off and shut your door. But if you can't shut a door and turn the light off, put a towel over it so it's not stressing them out, and they can do it in the dark and be relaxed. The ride over here from my house to the local pet store is about 20 minutes. So, as you can see, they were pretty stressed when I got them here. So, I put this bucket in, I put a towel over it, kind of simulate lights going out. And then I turn off the light and I leave the door shut, because I got cats. And as you can see, it's still accumulating. So in about another hour or so, I'm going to come up here and put them in. So I'm just going to pause this for now, and then I'll put it in. or I'll just kind of somehow fuse them together, fuse the videos together once I introduce my lights to the tank. And as you can see, my lights in the tank are off because the timer shut them off, and I think that's the best time that you should introduce a new fish, if you can, when the lights are out, so there's nothing that's stimulating them, making them excited, making them stressed at the same time. Especially since they're going from a smaller tank to a bigger tank with plants and everything else that's in your tank and heater. So you want to really make it as less stressful for your fish as possible. So that's my segment of drippy accumulation. Thanks to all my subscribers. Comment, rate, subscribe. If you have any questions, if you want me to do any species days, let me know. I only know a few. Well, not a few, I know quite a bit, but I only know a few plants here and there besides the ones I have. So that's it for now, until I put these platies in the tank in about an hour. Later.